Is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Marlins Franchise here in episode 4. So we're going to start off by going over a little bit what we did last episode. We sent through the first month of the season. We're going to hit on some topics, some main topics about what went on last episode. Obviously, you can see it at the top. We are 18-13, pretty solid start to the season. The highlight of the first month was sweeping the Seattle Mariners. At the time, they were the hottest team in the MLB. Since then, they have faltered, lost 5 straight. But nevertheless, they were a first-place team, one of the best teams in the MLB, and we swept them pretty convincingly, actually. 11-5 first game, 4-0 second game, 4-3 in third. Let's talk about the standout star of the first half.
No, not you, Seamus. Ah, poo.
First month of the season, that would be Christian Javier. He is sporting a 5-0 record with a .74 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, struck out 31 batters, and he's walked 12 people in 36 innings. Pretty solid, could not ask for anything better. Hopefully he can keep this up and we can keep him on that salary and that contract for the remainder of it. This episode we're going to go through another month. We're going to start out playing the Athletics at home. We're going to end playing the San Francisco Giants at home. At the end, depending on if we have time, we might talk about some ideas coming our way in 2 months at the trade deadline. So we will see at the end of the episode if we can get to that. If not, we will be talking about that next episode as well. Have some trade ideas. We will see if those pan out the way I want them to, or if we pull the trigger or if we don't. But without further ado, let's start getting in. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to sim. We're going to jump into some games. We're going to try to get through a month episode. So right now, I don't think we're going to jump into this game. The month, we get a win versus the Athletics. We won the first 2 games, lost 1 to the Athletics. Dodgers, not doing so hot. White Sox, pretty solid. Cubs right there. Rays are solid. This might be some games we jump into. Cubs again. Angels, man, they just can never be good. Giants are good, Padres are good, so maybe a Tampa Bay, maybe a Padre game, maybe a Giants game. We'll see what those look like when we get there. We end up dropping this one to the Dodgers 2-1 in the opening game of this series. Hopefully we end up winning the game 2, coming back, winning game 3 as well. So far we are 4-2 this month, going into this battle with the Chicago White Sox. We end up winning game 1 against the White Sox, game 2 as well. You know what, let's hop in here and let's try to get this series sweep against the White Sox. Right now we're hitting a bunch of bombs, stealing some bases, scoring a lot of runs. Pitching staff has been phenomenal so far.
And now the right fielder.
So right now, we're jumping into the top of the 7th situation. We're losing by 1 person on first and second with Colton Cowser. I do not have to remind you all what he did on opening day in the first episode. He absolutely carried it. Two count, payoff pitch. Colton Cowser ground ball to shortstop. Right to the shortstop. They go ahead and get out of the inning. Looks like they have Colson Montgomery still on this team. Marlins out hitting the White Sox, but not outscoring the White Sox so far. We will return to simming and see if we can jump in again. We cannot, and we drop the game to the White Sox. So we do not get the sweep against the White Sox, but we do get the series win. They end up scoring another run, and we end up losing 6-4. Christian Javier with that hot start, not hot anymore. Gives up 5 in an inning and 2/3, 8 hits. Not what you're looking for him to keep going the way that he was going. Christian Campbell, we're gonna go ahead and keep him active. Doesn't look like it's too serious of a situation. But now we got the Cubs here. We're gonna go ahead and simulate this one. We do come back and win 7-5, so that is a massive win to come back to. And we end up winning the series against the Cubs as well. 2 games to 1, 7-5, loss 1-4, win 11-1. So these are the series that we might be jumping into a lot more. Tampa Bay Rays, they are solid. And we get a chance in the first game. We're going to go ahead and jump in here. Situation, bottom of the 8th, 1 out, person on first and second with Matt Shaw up to the plate. You can look at the ratings. The Rays are hitting the ball with a lot of power. Tied with us in home runs for 3rd in the league. Matt Shaw hitting 252 on the year. Looking pretty solid. Take an extra step. Matt Shaw down the line. Can he keep it fair? Foul ball. Oh man. Matt Shaw with a he's not able to hold back. Bad decision on my part. Yasmani Grandal somehow had a triple earlier in the game. So we will see if he can come through. Patrick Bailey must be getting the day off for rest. Yasmani Grandal down the left field line. To the wall. 1 run comes in. Yasmani gets into second. Marlins, just like that, take the lead 5-6. Yasmani comes through in a clutch situation. Love to see that. The dugout is hype. Tristan Casas, always shown in the videos. Yasmani Grandal. You'd love to see that from your backup and your bench players. So now Bo Bichette is still hitting above 300, 315, coming in a situation where you can hire that average and get some RBIs as well. Bo Bichette swings through strike 1, sinker low. So Bo Bichette in a 1-2 count. Bo Bichette. Drive to left field, it gets down, another run in, Grandal coming home. He swings. Oh, Bo Bichette gets greedy and throwing out at second. But with that hit, the Marlins have a 3-run lead going into the 9th. We will be entering the game and we will have Luke Little. Coming in, look at him, the domineering presence of Luke Little, 6'7", coming in, closing time. The young closer, he is 2-0 on the year, he is perfect, 12 for 12 save opportunities. Let's see if we can make this 13 for 13. First pitch splitter low. Can't get started with a strike. Gets it past him, 97 on the inside corner. Michael Garcia cannot catch up to it. That is out number 1. Luke Little starts off with a strikeout. Paul Goldschmidt. Position here with the 2 count, doesn't matter. Paul Goldschmidt underneath the fastball up. Lazy fly ball to Colton Cowser out there for number 2. Out number 2. And we are looking at a quick outing for Luke Little. here. Looks like it, but it is a little too far outside. Luke Little walks Ronald Acuna and with the full count, and now we have Kyle Schwarber coming in. Second base. What does that open up? It opens up, they're calling for a fastball. We're going to go up and out. Try to get it past him. He crushes it, but line drive to Colton Cowser. It wasn't the prettiest save, but it was a successful save. Luke Little, 13-13 on the year. Looking like the closer that was promised. Danny Young gives the game up in a big way in the bottom of the 8th. We had Grandal down the line, Bichette to the gap, and we ended up winning 8-5. Player of the game, Yasmani Grandal. Blake Trinan gets the win out of the pen. Luke Little with his 13th save of the year. Love to see everything that you saw there. We start off the Tampa Bay Rays series with a win, and we got Bo Bichette with back stiffness. We'll go ahead and give him a day, and we end up losing 6-0. Christian Javier continues to have a rough month. Christian Javier still looking at a 1.98 ERA, but he's really got to start picking it up if he wants to continue having a hot stretch. And look at that. We end up winning our, fourth series in a row? Our fourth series in a row. We have yet to lose a series this month. We have won every series 2-1, I believe. Yeah, every series 2-1. Let's continue that hot streak.
And a Bloody Mary
against the Chicago Cubs. Don't think we're going to jump into any games this series unless maybe it's the rubber match and we have a chance to win. We do not get the chance, but we do win 2-1, continuing the streak this month. We're going into this series with the lowly Angels. They do have Paul Skeens, man. He can just not escape being on teams that can't get him wins. Paul Skeens shuts us down in game number 2.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
We do have a chance here. I think we're going to skip this one because I really want to jump into the next 2 series. No, you know what? We'll jump into it. Let's try to secure this series win, continue the streak that's going this whole entire month. Plus, Tristan Cassis up at the plate. Gotta love that situation. He's hitting 218 with 9 bombs this year. We're jumping into a top 7 situation, 1 out, tied 1-1, person on first and second. Can Tristan Cassis come through?
He's looking.
Otherwise known as Crazy Eyes. Tristan Cassis shoots it up the middle. Single up the middle. We have person scoring. RBI single Tristan Cassis. Jordan Alvarez goes from first to third. We have come up very clutch this episode so far. Hard ground ball up the middle. Good aggressive base running against us in a first and third situation with our big back Colton Cowser so far this season up to the plate. Can he continue his hot streak? Colton Cowser has come through in almost every situation so far this season when we're controlling him. But he does not come through here. He swings through the circle change. You have to fight it away because you saw the first pitch of this inning. The umpire giving that low circle change a strike. To pitch in the field. Can Josh Bell Josh Bell, deep drive, 3-run home run. Josh Bell unloads on a fastball. Pete Fairbanks getting away with fastballs against Colton Cowser, does not get away with the fastball on Josh Bell. 3-run bomb, 430, 106 off the bat, busting this game wide open. It is now 5-1. Josh Bell sending a absolute moonshot into the right center stands. Fireworks in Anaheim. Josh Bell killing it. And now that is it for Pete Fairbanks. He is coming out. Absolutely blew that game for the Angels. That is enough for him, and they're bringing in D.L. Hall, 3.04 ERA, lefty, pitching pretty decently. So let's see what he's got against our lineup. We saw our big lefty Josh Bell go deep. Jack Skowinski coming up, shooting a ball the other way. Foul down the third base line. He had a big first episode as well. Fighting, getting more playing time, pushing his way into lineups with righty starters. Splitting time with Lane Thomas in center field. Could that be a spot that we look? Skowinski strikes out to end the 7th. D.L. Hall comes in extremely efficient. 4 pitches, gets the strikeout. Let's go ahead and return to simulating. Hopefully we can get the win. We do hold on to the win. That is another series win. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The Marlins have been hot. They are staying hot. I'm not complaining. Tristan Casas comes through, and then Josh Bell with the absolute moonshot to bust it wide open. Pete Fairbanks gives it up. So look at that. We have won the series against the Angels, and we are going in against the red hot San Diego Padres. This is going to be a tough series. Hopefully we can get through this series. And right off the bat, we are jumping into game 1 of the series. Person on first and second with your daddy up to the plate.
You're not my dad!
Can he come through? We've had a lot of clutch situations, a lot of clutch moments this episode so far. Can Jordan make it another one? Top 7, 2-2 tie, 1 out. That weird thing, you're trying to put some juju voodoo on Jordan.
Dude, cast a spell. Willie Wigger?
Can Jordan come through? He doesn't need to be a bomb. Would love a hit. He skies once, deep left field, not deep enough though. Left fielder camping underneath it for out number 2. Looks like the Padres with the fantasy draft retained Manny Machado. So Manny Machado is still their third baseman in this franchise. Look who it is, Tristan Casas in another situation. Can he come through like he did last game? Looking, he swings through it. A bad decision on my part. Ball in the dirt, strikes out, throws him out at first base. We strand 2. It is a pitcher's duel here. Only 4 hits apiece, 2 runs apiece. They have Smith, Mauricio coming up. Hopefully we can jump back into this game. We can. We are down 1, top of the 9th. Patrick Bailey leading us off here. He is hitting 226 on the year, over 3 today. Hopefully we can start us off strong in the 9th. Patrick Bailey swings through the curveball for out number 1.
just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach.
Looking a little late on that pitch. Let's see what.
Get stability from all of their
See
performances.
what the data says here in the box. He was too late on the sweeper, but Bo Bichette comes through. He's hitting 327 on the year. Late on another sweeper. Not sure what's going on with me, but I'm not timing anything up right now. He is 1 for 3. You heard the announcer. He is 1 home run shy of 100, and he pegs Bichette. Bichette gets plunked, and he is on first base with Colton Cowser coming up.
0 for 3 in this.
I think we got a good jump. We're going to go ahead and do that again. We're going to run back that play. Cowser, deep to right. Did he get him out? He did not. He's going to go back to first. That was almost embarrassing. Cowser just misses the go-ahead home run by a couple feet. But now we have Jordan. We're going to go ahead and send Kingery again. Maybe Griffin Jacks to give us exactly the pitch we got, but we were late on it. Kingery is getting good jumps, so we're just going to keep sending him. Got a bad jump here. Did he get there? He's able to get in around the tag. 1-1 count, top of the ninth, 2 outs, person on second, down by 1. And they walk Jordan Alvarez to bring up.
I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
No reason to run him. We need Tristan Casas to come through here. Actually, you know what? We can pinch run Jose Azocar because it doesn't really matter. Tristan Casas shoots it to left field. The left field is able to track it down. The Padres take this first game against our Marlins 3-2. Missed opportunities there with the bats. So we start out this series 0-1. We will have to win the next 2 if we want to keep our streak alive this month. And we are jumping back into a game here against the Padres. A lot of gameplay this episode. We didn't get much last episode. We're getting jam-packed gameplay this episode. But let's try to get Colton Cowser getting all the opportunities in this episode for sure. Fouled him off to third base. Machado makes the play. We strand the bases loaded. Good pitch sequence there from Bernardino. Do we get another opportunity or do we waste it? We do. We actually are going into the 9th with Luke Liddell on with a 1-run lead. CPU picks us up and gives us an opportunity to even this series at 1-1. Machado gets jammed by the sweeper. Lazy fly ball in the center field. Szewinski hauls it in for out number 1. Looking for another splitter. Splitter gets too much of the plate. Michael Bush shoots it into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really.
They want the gas to try to blow it past Pavin Smith. Let's see if we can get it. We can. 97 past Pavin Smith for out number 2. Luke Liddell looking strong. 2 outs. Walk back to the dugout, bud. Look at that. They're looking for the fastball. They want to put this game away with the heat. Can he do it? He can. 96 past Drake Baldwin. Luke Little strikeout. Another save. Another mark on his resume. He is looking absolutely fantastic. Looks like Spencer Arrighetti got the win this game. Potentially. The win actually went to Bennett Sosa with a save for Luke Little. Now he leads the NL in saves, depending on how Shelby Miller did with the Reds today. Series tied 1-1, and of course we are in a situation. Look at that, Bennett Sosa, 2 innings pitched, gobbling up innings for us. Love to see that. And of course, now we are in a situation. Can we continue the streak of series wins in this month? We are jumping in again. Should we jump in? You know what? This isn't pitching. This is high leverage situation. We've only pitched with Luke Little this episode. Let's get some Blake Trinan action.
Now it's going to be Peyton Smith.
Blake Trinan also throws some gas.
The last thing
So we have
is to get
that.
the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this
Sinker
spot.
away. Can we get a ground ball here? We can. Matt Shaw dives. He's not able to corral it.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Everyone is safe around the bases. Bases loaded. Drake Baldwin up to the plate again.
Baldwin, the next up for the Padres.
Let's get.
Golden opportunity right here.
Let's warm up. Let's warm up Victor Gonzalez. Trinan's still got good energy. Gonna need a bigger post. See if we can saw him off of the cutter. Drake Baldwin to the gap. Can Cowser run it down? Cowser can. That is going to bring in 1 run, but the Marlins still have the lead 3-2 here. Jung Ho Lee, I think that's it for Blake Trinan. I think that means we are bringing in Victor Gonzalez. We're gonna have gotta lean. Let's lean on the veteran here, okay? Sinker down, fouled away for Jung Lee, making good pitches. And there we go. We get out of it. Ground ball to first base. Tristan Casas corrals it, steps on the bag. Blake Trinan gets out of it. They ding him for a run, but they do not tie the game. See if we get another opportunity to jump in or we get the win. We do get the opportunity to jump in with Luke Little. But I think I trust Luke Little. I think we're going to sim it because we still do have a series against the Giants. No, we're going to jump in.
Gotcha, bitch!
We're going to jump in against... We want to preserve that series win streak. See if we can get Jake Bowers to swing at it. He does. What an absolute beautiful pitch for out number 1. With a little assist from Jake Bowers there. Strikeout for Luke Little.
Come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to.
We're going to that splitter. That splitter seems to be what they want to go to when they really need a strike. And Victor Robles shoots it the other way through the gap between first and second. Colton Cowser throws it in, and now we are looking at traffic on the base paths here. Victor Robles, beautiful, waiting back on it, shoots it the other way. That's a beautiful baseball. Isaiah Falefa, not very afraid of this, but he shoots it the other way too. They are just having beautiful at bats right now. And now we are looking at a 1-2 count with Ketel Marte coming up. Let's go ahead and call for a mound visit, get his confidence back up. But he's staying in the game. He's our closer. I've trusted him. He's going to get through this. Ketel Marte having a heck of a year so far. 344, but look at him. He's popping up the first pitch. Tries to catch up to the fastball. Cannot catch up to the fastball there. Pop up to the catcher for out number 2. Bailey corrals it behind the plate. Luke Little get with that confident strut. Manny Machado, Mr. Padre, stepping in the situation. 1-2. The announcers are making it seem like they think Manny Machado is going to come through in this situation. They want that elusive splitter. They love the splitter here in this situation. And that is why it shows you why splitter in the dirt, Machado swing. Maybe he is Dodgers Machado. Luke Little, another save, getting to number 19 on the season. These Miami Marlins stay hot. They win yet another series this month. Luke Little is the absolute backbone of this pitching staff, of this bullpen, of this team so far. Look at that. Christian Javier increasing his win total to 7. He is now 7-2. We do not, the Padres out-hit us, but they do not outscore us this game. So absolute beautiful win there. Christian Javier, 6 innings, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, no runs, too many walks, but the win nonetheless. Luke Little, 19th save of the season. What can you say? This kid is absolutely phenomenal. And with that, we win the series against the Padres 2-1, and we go into the last series. Oh my God, everybody's getting injured and coming back. We go into the last series, so this one will bleed into June, but only June 1, because we will be finishing the series. The Giants have kind of slid this month since we looked at them earlier. They're now 28-28. Maybe we don't jump into these games.
No, God!
Luke Little.
No, God, please, no! No!
I trust it. We got to trust in Luke Little, right?
No!
Wow, an absolute blow-up outing for Luke Little. So we are going to lose that streak on the last series of June. That is rough, but we do end the episode on a win. Let's see where we're at. Right now, we are 35-23. Look at that. We won every series this month except the last one. I probably should have jumped into that first situation. That is on me.
Hitting me right now. Never forgive you. I hate you.
We would have won that series as well. But we did not. We only had 1 2-loss streak in a row this month. Other than that, we were hot all throughout. 35-23. Luke Little leading the NL in saves. He has a 1.93 ERA. He has 20 saves through 2 months on the season. Max Fried continued to struggle a little bit, even though we won most of the games this month. He didn't get a lot of decisions. He got 2 decisions and he went 1-1 in those decisions. He had another blow up outing 2 blow-up outings. He just did not have a good month here. That is something that we're going to have to look at. Carlos Rodon looking pretty solid. He had his last outing was a blow-up outing. These two guys really haven't been the aces that we have been looking for at the top so far, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Shane McClanahan, look at this. 280 with an 8-2 record. He is just carving them up. This 1 run, 2 run, 1 run, 1 run. We have this blow-up outing right here with 3 runs, but that's not even a blow-up outing considering what Max Fried and Rodon have been giving up so far. So could this be an ace situation? He is trending up. He has an 84 overall. Spencer Arrogati with 4.34. He, I mean, what can you expect? He's a 4 or 5 in a rotation. That's you're not going to get ace like potential, but he did have a couple of 1-run outings this month. Christian Javier, what can you say about this guy? I mean, look at that. He is absolutely killing it. For a number 5 in our rotation or number 4 in our rotation, he really sure is pitching like a number 2. Number 2 or number 3 at the very minimum. He had this 1 bad outing right here. But other than that, he has been solid throughout. Cannot complain about that. We got a couple of kids in the AAA pitching pretty well so far. So do we look at a shakeup at the top of the rotation and the pitching staff? These 2 big contracts. We'll give it another month, but we are going to start looking at that because these guys are both making $27 million a year. They're both getting older. They're both on long contracts. So we could probably get a pretty good return for both of these guys. That's a situation that we might need to look at. Yuki Matsui, his ERA is ballooning. He's not doing too hot, but he's not doing terrible. That's the life of the reliever, though. A couple bad outings. The ERA balloons. Jose Tinoco, I mean, this guy's great. So far, great find at the back end of our bullpen so far. Patrick Bailey, 226. We'll be quicker if we do this way. Bichette is on fire, 320 average, 264 for Colton Cowser. Kind of had a nothing month so far, it looks like. Jordan Alvarez starting to pick it up, 260 average, 15 bombs. Tristan Casas, 223, 11 bombs. But he had a couple of clutch situations in this episode, so he's looking great. Christian Campbell struggling a little bit, 236 with 6 bombs. Sawinski, 228 with 5 bombs. Josh Bell, 257, 7 bombs. Had that big 3-run bomb this episode. Matt Shaw, 234 with 6. So our rookies kind of in lockstep. They're kind of doing the exact same thing. Patrick Bailey, like we saw earlier, 226, 3 bombs. Grandal not hitting any better than that. Lane Thomas and Sawinski, who's winning. Nobody's really running away with that. So that's definitely a position that we're going to have to look at improving if we want this hot streak to continue, because we're not getting much production, if any, from the center field position. Scott Kendry, I mean, what can you say? For a bench bat, he's hitting 322, 5 bombs. We could look at maybe giving him a nod for a little bit over Christian Campbell, but Christian Campbell is having terrific experience and growth so far, so I don't want to mess with that. And then Jose Azocar he's hitting pretty solid, but he's here to steal bases and play defense. So with that being said, we're looking pretty solid. But like I said, we'll continue to talk about situations that we can do to better this team. And the big one that I'm looking at right now, is these 2 guys right here. If they can't start to pick it up, more Fried than Rodon, because Rodon he just had that 1 bad game recently, but he's given up a lot of runs. So could be a situation where we might make a move and might bring in maybe some young talent, maybe a center fielder, maybe somebody to play second. Maybe Christian Campbell can go back down to AAA and get some work there. I don't know. There's a lot of situations that we can go, but we will end it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Our Miami Marlins with a 35-23 record with a 2.5 game lead in the division. We stayed hot this episode and in this month. Can we come back next episode and stay hot as well? We will find out. I will see y'all later. Have a good day.